Shiba Inu coin holders, we've got another video for you guys. We have a price alert. Bitcoin is trading at quite a nice, healthy level. First things first, I do want to say happy holidays as well. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. But if you don't, happy holidays to you as well. So where is Shiba Inu going to be going right now? We're seeing some interesting turbulence happening right now with Bitcoin and altcoins. We're going to take a look at that. So welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Maxi. Let's hop into this video. All right, guys. So first things first, we are looking at Shiba Inu. And, you know, a lot of people are freaking out. I think a lot of people have already, I'll say that the new retail investors that came to the space, I think a lot of them are already gone. It feels pretty quiet, and yes, it is Christmas, so it is much more of a quieter time across the markets, but the markets open up tomorrow, and I am excited to see what we see play out here. I would expect some turbulence, if you will, and I'll show you why I'm saying that. But when you're looking at Shiba Inu on the weekly, everything seems fine. It really does. When you look at the daily, you can see, okay, yeah, we had quite a significant sell-off, but we respected the trend line to the upside for Shiba Inu. And, you know, we really need to be looking at Bitcoin dominance to be figuring out where we're headed here. But long story short, when you're looking specifically at Shiba Inu in a vacuum, guys, the trend is your friend, and we are holding up relatively well here. We just don't want to be breaking down below, say, 401883. And I think that we see continuation, but let's really break this down. So Shiba Inu is sitting at rank 14, down about 5% in the past 7 days, down about 4% in the past 24 hours, sitting at a $13.26 billion market cap, 551 million 24-hour volume. Like I said, I did not expect a lot of trading to be happening today. There's a lot of people spending time with their families, and the past couple days around the holiday season, I do expect somewhat of a Santa Claus rally in the equity market, which I do think will probably end up seeing some of that spill over into crypto. But we really need to be paying attention to altcoins and Bitcoin dominance. I personally believe that we are getting ready to see a massive altcoin season, guys. And if you agree with that, then I really recommend you check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below and sign up to Blowfin. You get a $5,000 sign-on bonus as well as 10% off all trading fees for the lifetime of your account. This is a limited time offer, guys. I really recommend you sign up right now because I don't know when it's going to be going away. So I want to explain to you guys why I think that we're getting ready to see massive moves for Shiba Inu, massive moves for altcoins, all right? So over on Crypto Twitter, you can follow me at 333blacksea. I say pure speculation on Bitcoin dominance, okay? And I show you guys the chart. This yellow rising wedge we've been trading in for nearly 2 years. We have broken down. And you guys know what happened here? We broke down, but we came back up. We came back up and tested the breakdown. But when you zoom in, you can see some very, very intriguing things here. So when you look at the entire market, Bitcoin is trading at $98,800, nearly $99K. But the big takeaway here is the Bitcoin dominance, for sure. We're seeing this rally. We're seeing pain. I feel like the majority of the investors this cycle are over leveraged in altcoins because Bitcoin is making higher and higher highs. The institutions are buying more and more Bitcoin, but it's so quiet. I feel like there's a lot of pain out there because I think a lot of people are holding alts. Like a lot of these alts are sitting at the same price level when Bitcoin was 55,000. It's the same price level for a lot of these altcoins. There's a lot of pain, but Bitcoin dominance trading at 57.17%. We exclude stablecoins, we're basically at 59%, which is pretty crazy. And we're going to pick this apart here because when you look at this, we are testing the bottom of this wedge. And you look at the daily, it's looking okay, but this is, when you look at the macro of this, this is a lower high. I always mix those up. This is a lower high, all right? And you should expect a lower high to be bearish, and you should expect it to spill over. The question is when, and how long is it going to take? We really don't want to see this come back up and test this. It could test it, create a little bit of a double top and break down. Sure, maybe even a little bit of a head and shoulders action here, but I don't even really want to see that. I want to see this start to break down sooner rather than later because I'm seeing some things play out here into the end of 2024 that I don't really want to be seeing. I want to be seeing us making progress in the end of 2024, leading into 2025. I do think that 2025 will be quite bullish for altcoins because when you zoom out here and you want to look at somewhat, I mean, you can look at like it's kind of like a fractal, if you will. It's like mimicking a previous time in the cycle. We saw a move like this where we traded to the downside for 138 days for Bitcoin dominance, and we had 138 days of pure altcoin season. We have a decent amount of time left in here. If you were to measure where we're at right now, we're looking at the weekly. You measure out to the end of there, that's 15 bars, so 105 more days potentially of altcoin season. This is pure speculation, but I really do believe that we obviously haven't had altcoin season happen yet this cycle. The question is when? Does it happen now? We'll have to see. This is definitely a bearish signal, which is good. You want to see bearish signals on Bitcoin dominance, but it could take a little bit longer. We could trade sideways on it. We could see Bitcoin accumulate more. We could see Bitcoin take a little bit of a tumble down to, say, 88,000 and really push us further down into 2025 for altcoin season. But I do think that we are getting prepared to see a drawdown here. I do think we're going to see some price action move the downside. Really, Bitcoin is at a make or break decision for when this cycle is going to peak out. Is it going to peak out in Q1 of 2025? Or is it going to peak out in Q4 of 2025? And I think right now we are starting to see Bitcoin make that decision if it's going to be the beginning or the later end of 2025. And I will be honest with you guys, if we do start to see Bitcoin dominance spill over here and start to test new lows of, like, say, 54% and below and in the 40%, there's no reason why SHIBA INU doesn't perform extremely well. Just know, the sooner that happens, the lower the prices will be for SHIBA INU. If we see a Bitcoin cycle go into Q4 of 2025, now you're talking $180,000 Bitcoin, maybe even $300,000 if things get absolutely wacky, okay? And if that happens, then you're going to see the alts go higher because, well, there'll be more liquidity in the space. And if you see Bitcoin dominance break down now and we start to make our move to the upside in Q1 of 2025, then I do expect SHIBA INU to still perform extremely well, make new all-time highs, but it just will not be as extreme as if we saw this play out into Q4 of 2025. There'll be less time for basically like the RSI to reset and a lot of these indicators to reset and cool off. But I will be honest, I feel like the majority of retail investors are gone already. They're gone. They came in for like a week or maybe a month of November, the end of November into December, and they're gone. People have panic sold already. It's absolutely insane. And, you know, it's really crazy because you should expect 30% drawdowns in Bitcoin bull markets, okay? You know, I mean, honestly, this cycle, it has been like around 20 to 23% drawdowns at the most maximum, but you should expect big drawdowns, and we have only come down about 15% from all-time highs. So and right now trading around 100,000, it's not even that. We've recovered a lot. It's going to be a really important time to be paying attention to Bitcoin dominance. We really want to see this break below 56%, all right? You really want to see that. And if you see that, I would say, okay, now's the time to be a little bit more risk on for SHIBA INU and altcoins. Now, guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I had to come and make a video for you guys on Christmas Day because I had to tell you guys what I'm thinking is going on in the markets and what my opinion on SHIBA INU. I wanted to be here for the SHIBA INU holders. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out those awesome links down below. Follow me on Twitter at 333blacksea. Sign up to Blowfin. Get that $5,000 sign-in bonus. That's all I got for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.